My name's Travis. I'm in a band called Holtz Claw, and our new album is now available. We have songs like this.
Complicated pork chop party. Oh, yeah.
We also have songs like this. Then, where there's other songs,
Everyone it works on my dick.
sometimes we sound like this. Holtz Claw. This tape is drunk. That's the name of the. It's not a tape, but it's you download it. It goes in your computer and you hit play. You know how to. You already know how.
Holtz Claw's new album, This Tape is Drunk, now available at CD Baby, iTunes, Amazon, and elsewhere.
Hey there, it's Jackie Bros.
Hey there. He's Dunlap.
You know, on this and here, I'm telling you right now, I got a good sponsor. Everybody knows him. Mosey. Mosey's Car Wash. It's right off a square. You know how it gets. You get to go to work and back home, and you forget, how nasty cars looking. Sometimes you don't want to, everybody thinking you're trash or just, self-pride. Who cares what everybody else thinks? He'll run your car through there, old Mosey's Car Wash, and he'll clean up, do a good job. Old Mosey, I've known him for years. Everybody knows old Mosey, and he's a good fella, and he does a good job. Mosey's Car Wash, right there off a square.
Whose car wash is this?
You know Mosey Henshaw. You know Mosey. Everybody knows Mosey.
Mosey Henshaw.
Curtis Henshaw back.
Curtis Henshaw?
Yeah, you know him.
You mean Turkey Dick?
He don't go by that name anymore. I don't know. It's Mosey's Car Wash is the name of a business. That's what he's going by now.
He picked out another. You can't just bestow your own nickname on yourself. He's Turkey Dick. He been Turkey Dick since we was in school together.
He don't want nobody calling that anymore. I don't want to hear it on here either. He don't care for that. And everybody I see when it comes to the store, we all say Mosey. It's Mosey now.
No, you can't just make somebody call you Mosey. Okay, if he said, I'm just Curtis Henshaw. No, that's Turkey Dick Henshaw.
No,
but that's one thing. That's a valid disagreement.
All right, you could disagree all you want.
You can't say, no, I'm not Turkey Dick. I'm Mosey.
He is Mosey.
What kind of nickname is Mosey?
I don't. It's a name of it. He opened up a business. He put Mosey on it. Mosey's Car Wash. That's the name he goes by. While he's there and when he's off work, it don't matter what it's. That's what it's Mosey.
He
Mosey
put
Car Wash.
Mosey on the name of his business. He's just asking for it. If everybody knows you as Turkey Dick,
all right, enough.
And you open a car wash, and you don't want to call it Turkey Dick's Car Wash, which is probably a good move, then you should name it like Blue Oasis Car Wash.
Its name is.
Because then at least there'd be a few steps in between people calling you Turkey Dick. They'd say, What's the name of that new car wash out there? Oh, I think it's Blue Oasis Car Wash. Blue Oasis Car Wash. Who is it that owns that? I don't know. I think it's Curtis Henshaw. Curtis Henshaw, you mean Turkey Dick?
All right.
Yeah, that's Turkey Dick's Car Wash.
No.
So that's at least a few steps in between your car wash and the name Turkey Dick.
Yeah,
it's not
you
my
go
fault.
down there and take it up with him. I don't want to hear about it. He gave me $25. The name is Moses Car Wash. It's Mosey Henshaw.
It's Turkey Dick's Car Wash. As far as I'm
not.
concerned.
It says you drive up to it, get your car washed. It said Mosey right across the top.
Some things, Jackie, you just can't change about yourself. It's not my fault.
Take it
you
up
can't
with
outrun
him.
your
You
past.
go down there and fight with him when you get done doing this. I
might.
Well, fine. I don't care. He give me 20.
I might get up in Turkey Dick's face a little bit. Let me tell. I don't even know how they started calling him Turkey Dick.
I don't
I
want to
mean,
know.
it might have been around. I guess there's only so many ways. Let's think this through. I mean, how many?
I don't want to think it through.
I wish
It
I had a
does-
computer where I could feed it the facts and say, computer, give me the most logical, computational, like, let me know the reasons, probably the biggest percentage of truth to the reason somebody could be called turkey dick, and it'd print it
no,
out. Because I
ain't
guess
enough
it'd be
of it.
like,
I don't
A, you fucked a turkey. But I
Hey,
don't remember
hey,
him fucking
I'm
a
not gonna,
turkey.
You're just getting worse. I don't want to see where this.
Or B,
I don't want to see where this line of reasoning takes a demented brain like yours.
You
I
stick your
don't
dick
want to hear
in
any.
a cooked turkey for fun.
I'm
as a
just
joke.
trying to do my sponsor. It's Moses Car Wash.
C,
Just
you stick your dick in a cooked turkey
enough. I'm not
with
gonna,
serious intent.
I am not going to sit here and listen to this.
D, your dick looks like a turkey. E, your dick looks like the dick of a turkey.
Enough. You showed your butt long enough. I had enough of it. Just quit. I don't want to sit here and have to listen to it.
You're right. F, when you
Hey.
maybe you make noises like a turkey when you have sex.
I don't. Stop. Just stop
Gee.
now. I don't care why anybody ever called him anything. You call him turkey, this, whatever you want. I don't care. I don't want to hear about it. Go down there, take it up with him. Might as well just give me his $25 back, too. Give me $25 so you can run him down on here. Pitiful.
G, you fuck a girl that looks like a turkey.
Enough.
Like the girl looks like a turkey.
I'm going to get up. I'll stand up, and you feel the back of my hand. And next time a word comes out of your mouth I don't want to hear.
It could have been something just as simple as he come walking down the hall after Thanksgiving, and people go, "Hey, Curtis, how was your Thanksgiving?" And go, "Oh, it was good." And people say, "I bet it was, turkey dick." And then for the rest of his life, he's haunted by it. Jackie, I'm not saying the world is fair. It ain't. It's cruel. It's a cruel, cruel world. If you get saddled with the name Turkey Dick when you in high school and you try to open up a car wash and give yourself a stupid-ass nickname,
Well, you take it up with Turkey, whatever. Why don't you get him on here and y'all do this from now on? Because you got a lot to tell him. I ain't got nothing to do with it. He give me $25. He, as far as I know, his name is Mosey. His real name, Curtis Henshaw. And it went by Mosey. And that Turkey, whatever, I ain't got nothing to do with that. And he could probably get on here and tell everybody what they used to call you back in school.
I went by many different aliases.
Well, I remember one in particular you went by on a regular basis. I ain't going to sit here and say it on here because I ain't like that. I don't show my butt like you do. I ain't going to get on here and do that. Let you run somebody down, don't give me excuse to act like you, so I ain't going to say it. You know damn well what I'm talking about. I remember you crying, running back all the way. Running out of the bathroom in there, men's room, whoever's in there called you this. Come running out at the store, just whining, "Jackie, he called me so-and-so." Everybody in there laughing at you. And it was funny. You just made a funny sight, little fat boy. Running out crying, just always funny. You still had, you trying to pull your drawers up around your
First of all, why were you laughing at the name that a 45-year-old man in the bathroom called a little boy? I'd been wondering what the 45-year-old man, because it ain't like there's two stalls in there. Why was I in there with a 45-year-old man?
You ask yourself that. What'd you go in there for?
Oh,
I don't know.
classic victim blaming.
There's a bowl on one side and a urinal on the other. If two people got to do two things, can do whatever in there at the same time. Don't sit there and imply that you were in there with a 45-year-old man doing whatever. If you were, I don't want to know nothing about it.
And what kind of 45-year-old man saddles a child with a horrible nickname?
Well, you had it before. It ain't like he come up with it. He just, heard everybody else calling you that. But I was saying you just made for a sight. You come running out there, you pulling your drawers up, crying your eyes out, just as belly sticking out from underneath your shirt. I don't know why your daddy must have been gone. I don't know who was dressing you at the time, but the shirt was about two sizes too small for you. You come out, Jackie, he called me. I never will forget that. That's one of those things that stays with you.
There's a big difference between a grown man who's been known as something all his life, i.e. Turkey Dick, opening up a car wash and blatantly slap in the face of people who've known him since he was a child.
There are
Saying,
people who still call you that, and you know where.
there is a difference between turkey dick and blubber nubbins.
Well, I don't see how the difference is. I don't see what the difference is. You
Turkey
said
dick is in fun. I can see how it's a
Blubber
burden.
nubbins is funny. You said it, so I'm going to say it. Blubber nubbins is funny as can be. That's funny. When you come right... He called me blubber. I was like, what? What'd he call you? Blubber. Yeah, blah, blah. And I said, what'd he call you? He blubber. I never will forget that. Everybody in the store. And that's the reason I know they called you that beforehand, but since then, they still call you that for that time more than anything else when you come running out there.
So that's Moses Car Wash. Go on
That's
down
my
to-
sponsor. I say it. Moses Car Wash. Right off a square. Go on there, said Moses. I said hi.
I need just a second.
Right.
Jackie, I got a sponsor this week. I got a sponsor. I think you're really going to like this sponsor. It's Thanksgiving is over, Jackie. I hope you got rid of all you dead animal carcasses and cleaned all the meat off the bones.
Yeah.
I hope you threw away the leftover casseroles and mashed potatoes that nobody ate.
It ain't that long over. Some of it still keeps.
Nope.
I don't know. You throw it all out, and some of it you eat on for a few days.
Did you have a good Thanksgiving?
It's fine. It's the same as everyone was. I had, just in there, me and Miss Sproles, home health nurse. His family, for whatever reasons, had gone to Michigan. I don't know what for or anything. So he, just found out he didn't have no place to go, so he stayed there with us.
Did you make him do some work while I was there?
Well, I mean, he just did what he normally did to pick her up, put her out of chair, things like that, of that nature. Yeah, I mean, but that's, they have a relationship outside of, just the checks, all right, Insurance gets some of it, but I still got it right, and I tip, too. He takes good care of her, yes, sir. But he was there with us, and we had fine, it was he wanted to watch, was that plane automobile, old crazies on there, fussing, fighting the whole way on the trip.
Did that ruin your Thanksgiving?
No, it's all right. I seen it before. It's been years. I remember. Oh yeah, the Biggin's wife is dead. It took me a minute to catch on, but then I remembered, caught on. I'd seen it before. Because you were wondering like, what there's some sort of mystery or something, and I remembered. Yeah, the fat one's wife was dead, and when they got to where they was going.
You did? Did you watch Louis L'Amour's Thanksgiving Bride of the Horse?
What?
They had a big Louis L'Amour. They made a special of that Louis L'Amour book, Thanksgiving Bride of the Horse, on Lifetime.
I didn't see any of that. I didn't know anything about that. Nobody told me anything. I would have watched it. Somebody would have told me.
I figured you knew all about it.
No, sir. I would have anything Louis L'Amour. I usually do know about it. I watch it. I didn't know about Bride of the Horse. I didn't know anything about that.
Well, Thanksgiving Bride of the Horse.
Thanksgiving Bride. Well, you said, yeah, holidays.
It's pretty good. It was on Lifetime. It's more female-friendly Louis L'Amour. I think they took a Louis L'Amour story and just took out the part about the woman who had to marry a horse on Thanksgiving and turned it into a whole big thing. Because I think the original novel is like Sunset Pistols at Dawn.
Well, I didn't hear the first thing about it. I didn't know anything. If it's Louis L'Amour, I watch it. I didn't know he did holiday things.
Well, it's mostly like her friends come over and they all talk about what it's like being married to a horse. It's just it was like a town where there's a weird law, like on Thanksgiving, if your husband's dead and he don't have any brothers or male relatives, you're forced to marry his favorite horse. Just one of those little blips.
They had all sorts of different
in the
arrangements.
rule book, yeah.
Back in the West, every town had some sort of different arrangement like that. There's, livestock had to be accounted for in some way. A woman back in couldn't keep property. A lot of places, and if her husband passed on, just she'd either have to marry another man. But
and this one is a horse.
Yeah, it don't surprise me. It's something. That's probably how she got to keep that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
otherwise they would took it away from
Yeah,
her. So
yeah.
she said, I'll
So-
marry this horse. And there's a big ballet dream sequence where she's imagining the horse is
Ballet.
yeah, well, it's real female-friendly adaptation.
Louis
of this.
L'Amour wrote this?
No, they got
You
some.
said Louis L'Amour.
Well,
is
his
what
name is on it, but
Well,
they,
then, if his name, that's false advertising right there. I don't want to see anything. No, sir. But you had me going there if it's Louis L'Amour. That's why I didn't hear about it. It seems like I still would have heard about it if they had his name on it. But if he didn't have nothing to do with it, why are they using his name?
well, they took a little chunk out of a book out of Sunset Pistols at Dawn,
Yeah.
where a woman has to marry a horse. And really, it's just a story. Two
Well,
cowboys.
That sounds familiar. That part, that's what that is. 'Cause
Yeah.
I read that before. That's what it was. It was like she couldn't get the preacher to I don't know if this is in the movie, in the story, she couldn't get the local preacher, wouldn't do it. And then she had her and the horse, and she adventure, they had to go about 6 days, it's longer than that. I said 6 days, about 6 months ride
Yeah.
to get to a town to the preacher that would marry.
And when they
him.
do it, and the preacher just does it because he knows everybody laugh and think it's funny, so he sets up a stage, and they come see the dumb woman marry her horse.
She didn't care how whatever, just
No,
so
she
she
won't
could
keep that land.
legally.
But everybody laughing at her and throwing garbage at her and the horse.
I think I remember all that. I just remember
None of that is in this.
Well,
But they do have a ballet sequence that lasts about 40 minutes. It's half produced by,
I
I
ain't gonna
think,
watch
the
Louis L'Amour rolled in a grave if they use his name on anything that's got ballet in it. I tell you right now, that ain't right. Whoever his living relatives are should be ashamed of themselves.
well, the Lincoln, Nebraska Ballet Foundation, I think they underwrote part of it.
Well,
So all of Lincoln, Nebraska's best ballet dancers are in that part, wearing horse heads.
yeah, I don't want to see anything.
And then it's just more like dishing with the girls, and then they cook a big Thanksgiving meal, and they cut away to some cooking tips with some of the stars of the Food Network. So the Food Network underwrote part of it too, and they give you some tips on how to have an Old West Thanksgiving with none of the fuss.
Well, I don't have any problem with that, but otherwise, if I got shit to a ballet to get to that part, it ain't
Now
worth
back
it for
to
me.
the ballet.
No. I don't care. You don't have to have about it anymore, but I don't give a damn about any of that. I'm glad I missed that. Normally Louis L'Amour is something I like, but they just throwing his name around willy-nilly.
Yeah, and in the book, Thanksgiving ain't got nothing to do with it.
I don't remember. I think he probably came and went, but they didn't give a damn. They out on a trail trying to get to where they're going to get mad.
I think they called it Louis L'Amour's It's not Louis L'Amour's Thanksgiving Bride of the Horse. It's Louis L'Amour's Thanksgiving's Bride of the Horse. Like Thanksgiving is presenting it.
Yeah, well,
I don't know. Lifetime Channel's gone down the tubes for
well, I wouldn't. Yeah, I don't ever look at anything on there hardly anyhow. So I don't know why.
So Thanksgiving is over, Jackie.
I know. You shut up now.
It's Christmas time now, idiot.
What are you idiot? I know what comes after Thanksgiving. Good.
Yep, it's Christmas.
I know it's Christmas. It ain't Christmas right this second, but
Yep,
it's,
it is.
Well, more or less, everybody gonna run out and buy it. For Black Friday, everybody goes out on Black Friday and acts like an idiot. There's an idiot, not me.
Well, you an idiot too.
No?
You about like them.
Well, you didn't see me anywhere on whatever Black Friday.
Time to get the tree up and the lights strong and the music a playing.
Well, yeah.
Get your shopping done, Jackie. It's Christmas already. As soon as you put that goddamn turkey in the oven,
Watch your mouth. I don't want to have to hear it.
you better hang a stocking up on the hearth, because here comes Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Right down Santa Claus Lane.
That's where it goes, yeah.
So at the Christmas Cottage, that's my sponsor this week, Jackie.
Yeah.
Christmas Cottage knows that it's never too early for Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
And you know where Christmas Cottage is. It's right there off the square.
Yeah.
Kelly and Carter Tepper been running the Christmas Cottage. You can go into Christmas Cottage. They have lights up, a tree, lots of decorations. It's just a Christmas wonderland in there. You can go all year round, not just at Christmas, but Christmas is when the crowds come. Because
That's when they get most of business, I'd say, yeah.
So, and it's not, let's be honest, if you go to anybody's house that's decorated for Christmas, it's about like a Christmas Cottage. They don't have a ton of stuff there, but they have a few decorations and pretty lights. I think they have a blinking Santa head out on the lawn.
It's nice, yeah. I mean, it looks festive for the time of year, yeah.
They have that inflatable Rudolph that deflated, and they couldn't patch it up, so they just stapled it to the side of the house.
Looks same. I mean, it's just not stand on its own. It's up there, so, yeah.
And they encourage you to go ahead and bring your Christmas tree down to the incinerator in the back, and they will burn it up for you. Don't forget, the Christmas Cottage not only has trees, lights, and decorations inside, they got the incinerator in the back where they burn up your Christmas tree, and you don't have to wait till after Christmas to do that. They'll burn your Christmas tree all year round. That's the Christmas Cottage, right off the square of Murfreesboro, Kelly and Carter Tepper.
Most time, all year round is just after Christmas when you need to get rid of the tree. If you go with a live one, you need to get it out of the house for it. Take it down there, yeah.
Well, yeah, but they're encouraging you to go ahead and bring your Christmas tree. Let's say maybe you went out and got a Christmas tree, and your wife also, on the same afternoon, she went out and got a Christmas tree. And then you get home.
Got two of them, yeah.
You got two Christmas trees. What a funny mistake. Well, what are you going to do with two Christmas trees?
Take one back.
One's too many. You got to take it down to the Christmas Cottage, incinerator in the back. They will burn that Christmas tree up for you. Get rid of it. Burn Christmas trees. That's what the Christmas Cottage is known for, burning Christmas trees in that incinerator in the back.
You can take it somewhere, shelter, someplace, somebody may need
Let's
a
say
Christmas
you got
tree.
a Christmas tree up right now, and then on your way home one night you see another better Christmas tree. Well, you don't want your family to have a lesser tree. You don't. Yeah. How you going to sleep at night knowing there's a better Christmas tree out there that you didn't buy? Why don't you throw that shitty-ass piece of fucking shit Christmas tree in the back of your truck, drive it down to the Christmas Cottage? That's what they're there for. Incinerator in the back. They will burn that piece of crap Christmas tree up so that the smoke floats up to heaven and becomes an abomination in God's eyes.
What?
Incinerator in the back. Let's say you got a Christmas tree up right now. It's perfectly fine. You know what's fun? Watching a Christmas tree burn.
Oh.
They say that a great old tradition that's fallen by the wayside, probably because of liberal PC police.
Yeah, that don't put nothing past them, yeah.
Is getting a Christmas tree, decorating it, starting the week after Halloween. Then come the weekend, taking the decorations down, throwing the tree in the back of the truck, taking it down to Christmas Cottage, incinerator in the back, watch it burn the tree every week. Yeah. Let's not let the liberals take Christmas, of all things, away from us. Let's keep Christmas alive in my heart and yours by burning a tree every week.
Wow.
That's the Christmas Cottage incinerator in the back.
But burn one every week. Just take it down there when Christmas is over. You don't want to.
They knew, Kelly and Carter Tepper, when they started the Christmas Cottage, they knew that the heaviest traffic at the Christmas Cottage was going to be, let's say, December 26th to January 7th.
Uh-huh.
They said those 2 weeks, that is when we may need to hire some extra help. That's where we're going to make the majority of our money. There is a thin profit margin in the Christmas tree incinerating business, and they knew that going into it, but they didn't know that they weren't going to get any business the whole rest of the year.
Well, yeah.
And just 2 or 3 trees makes the difference between them, having enough money to buy new shoes for the little Tepper children when it's time to go back to school, and sending them to school with 3 socks on each foot instead of shoes. It's a tricky business to try to make a profit burning up Christmas trees.
Well, they provide a service. I agree with that. It's nice to have. Do they burn anything outside the tree? If you'd like to have an old couch, need to garbage or something. Do they burn anything else back in that thing?
At the Christmas cottage?
Well, yeah. I mean,
Hey, Scrooge. No, they don't burn a couch at the Christmas cottage.
I don't know.
It's not the dump. It's not the town incinerator. It's the Christmas
Well, if
cottage.
they need money, if things are
Christmas
so
tree
dire as you were saying,
incinerator.
then they should probably maybe change. Charge burning something up. Somebody need to burn something up. Take it down there.
They are thinking about charging you to watch your tree burn. Things have gotten so bad.
Well, I say back in the day now, we used to it was when I was younger. Now it's just fire. I don't care. But, when a young man, you want to see stuff burn up, set on fire. You take it out back, they say take it down Christmas cards or wherever you're supposed to take it. And I said, well, I do that when I just take it in my own backyard, get to watch it burn myself for fun.
Sure,
Yeah.
sure. You hate small business. I understand.
No, that's when I was a youngin'. I'd gone Christmas card before. I took my tree and I took a couple other people's trees. That's what I'll do. I'll go up and down the street. Now, don't tell me I don't support Christmas
Well, that
cards.
is a good idea, and they encourage you to do that.
Well,
you got
I do
somebody
every
that
year.
you're having a beef with. You got somebody you're having some problems with. Sneak into their house, steal their tree, bring it to the Christmas cottage. No questions asked. They will incinerate that in the incinerator in the back.
Don't tell anybody to break anybody's house. I'm talking after Christmas. I said, I'm taking my trade down to Christmas cards. You won't get rid of yours, too? And they said, well, if you're on the way, they give it down there and then, give me the $15 and I'll take it down there for them. I don't mind.
Let's say that you're one of those Christmas haters that Sarah Palin writes books about. You somebody that hates Christmas. You're the Grinch. Well, go around town like the Grinch would, steal the Christmas trees, stuff it in that sled, and get that poor sick dog to tow it over to the Christmas cottage.
Don't tell
they will
anybody.
incinerate it. They don't care. They need money. They love Christmas as much as anybody else.
Stealing anything from anyone. I don't think Christmas cards told you to say that on here.
Well, no, but I am getting a percentage of every tree. They didn't give me $25. They said, we'll give you a few cents for every tree. If you come in there and steal a bunch of Christmas trees and go down there and say Dunlap sent me, then they will give me a few cents for every tree. So I'm working off commission here. So I need you to go down there and get every tree you see. You live in a town where they got a big tree in the town square, chop that fucker down. Bring it to. Now, if it's one of them big trees, they're going to charge you extra. But that also means there's more to watch it burn. Everybody likes to watch a tree burn. Everybody does. Smokey the damn bear. He says that only you can prevent forest fires, but once one starts going, he sits back and's like, damn, look at that son of a bitch burn.
All right, enough.
So bring your Christmas trees down. We are proponents of small business. We want to help small business.
Yes, sir.
There is a thin profit margin.
But don't tell anybody to steal anything from anywhere and take it down there to burn up. That ain't right.
If you want to go in and look at the lights and stuff in the Christmas cottage in the front, that's fine. It's boring. Your granny probably has more lights up in the damn Christmas cottage. What they're there for is burning Christmas trees. I'm actually going to bring up the thing about trash because it seems like
I'm just saying if there's certain things you ain't supposed to burn.
I don't know if there's zoned for it. I think there's zoned
to something like that. If they are by the square and they're allowed to burn up trees, I don't see why they wouldn't be able to.
Well, burning Christmas trees is festive, and burning a couch is.
I don't know if you can burn a couch. I'm talking about just
That's
say you had
prison
a bunch of
riot.
old newspaper. What the hell? That ain't gonna take it all down there. If it's trash and you can burn it, burn it. I don't know why they wouldn't accept that, because they could do that all year round. That makes sense.
I don't know for sure, but I think it's got something to do with their business license and zoning. I think they can burn other Christmas things.
What?
I think if they've got Christmas presents you don't want, they can burn those, and I think they can
Well, what's
burn.
the difference between a Christmas present nobody wants and trash? That's where half of the stuff mine goes.
You know what it's like with city rules and regulations. You go down to the courthouse and you have to fill out all this paperwork. They tell you you can do this, you can't do that. I think they are zoned and licensed to burn Christmas trees and other Christmas paraphernalia. I think. I think you can take down stacks of old Christmas cards from years and years ago. I think you can bring unwanted presents. Let's say somebody got you a couch for Christmas, which is weird, but it happens. You can take that couch down there because
see,
it's a
that don't-
Christmas
If
present.
you can do it, you should be able to do it year round. That don't make any sense to me, but fine, whatever. Christmas cards, if they
People
maybe-
just forget about the Christmas card. Maybe this is bad timing on
know.
their part. Maybe they should have actually advertised, say, in July, March. That's when they need people bringing stuff down there to burn.
But you ain't gonna. It ain't gonna do you no good to advertise to bring your Christmas tree down in March.
Well, they thought they would top load their advertisement this year because really, once Christmas is over, they don't need advertisement until about January 9th. But they thought if they could get people burning extra Christmas trees, they might be able to stay in business one more year. But let's be honest. If they go under, I mean, it's bad for them, but it's not like we really need them.
All right,
Plus, the Christmas cottage isn't even there. Christmas cottage burned down back during the Troubles. So, I mean, they got a trailer now, so it's not even the same. I mean, it's not even a cottage.
it's in the same lot. Or
It's in the
whatever,
same lot,
place.
but it's just
not the
shitty
building it
looking,
used to
yeah.
be. Well, I mean,
I mean, it
like you
used to
said,
ki-
it never was nothing to look at to begin with.
No, but now it's worse.
well, it's not for looks, like you said.
But the incinerator made it through, so it's still there.
well, it's got to be able to
There's history
handle
to
fire. But incinerator knows how to. I mean, fire.
that. There were families that hid in that incinerator.
I'm glad they're all right.
Well, I didn't say they were all right.
Well,
They found them later. So that's a Christmas cottage. Bring your tree down, burn it up, keep small businesses strong. Small Business Saturday was yesterday. This is Sunday. What's today? There's Cyber Monday.
what?
There's Black Friday.
I know that one.
Small Business Saturday.
Yeah,
Cyber Monday. What's Sunday?
just Lord's Day, like always.
Yeah, right. That's Christmas cottage. Bring your tree down, burn it up, keep them going. Tepper children. You don't want to see them Tepper children hobbling down the highway wearing socks instead of shoes.
All right.
Hey, look at there. You see him? Well, open your damn eyes in. It's the old-timey country down-home red state update podcast and them. Coming to you from a bunker underneath Jackie's Market in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. And here they are, both of them.
I asked Jackie, bro.
Hey, Dunlap in the place to be.
Yeah.
This podcast. Hey, Jackie,
Yeah.
got a lot to talk about this week.
Yeah.
What do you want to talk about? I'll let you decide.
I don't know what is.
Ferguson
What?
or the new Star Wars trailer?
Oh, I don't want to talk about either one of those, to be honest with you. I just assume not talk about either one.
You don't. What were we talking about then?
I don't know. It's
You didn't see that Star Wars trailer?
No,
Well, let's
I
talk. Okay, let's say Star Wars trailer.
trailer. What do you mean trailer? It's Star Wars.
It's
trailer.
more of a teaser.
Whatever.
You didn't see the new Star Wars?
No, I didn't see. There's always some sort of Star Wars on all the time, everywhere. Ever since 70s, Star Wars been somewhere. It's been around long enough, I think. Just let it go.
Hey, that droid looked like a I don't know, ball.
What?
He's a droid on a ball.
Droid.
A droid.
Robot thing, yeah, I know. All right, I don't know anything more. It don't matter to me. I don't
It
care.
had a
anything about it.
lightsaber. It's got two little lightsabers coming out the side of it. A man in a hood is in the woods, and lightsaber goes off, and then two little lightsabers on the side come out.
I don't know what any of that is. I don't care.
You know what a lightsaber is?
Light sword thing. Yes. I've seen enough children run around in here making noise with it to know what it is. My whole entire life. Not my whole life, since the 70s, anyway.
A woman gets on a thing in the desert and Flies over.
It sound like any of them to me. All that stuff sounds just
Nope, all new.
Well,
Brand new coming
how's
next
it
year.
new if it's doing the same thing over and over again? It ain't new.
Well, it's different. It's going to have Han Solo and Luke Skywalker and Princess Leia in it. But old.
Well, if it's got the same people, yeah, of course they old. They old, yeah. They're all up there.
Think how exciting that's going to be. Old Harrison Ford.
Well,
Mad.
He's Indiana Jones. He was old in that. He's silly just like the rest of them, I thought.
There's a part, the first thing you see is, I'd say African American, but he's in space. So I don't know what he is. He pops up. It's like you're looking at the desert, and he pops up in a stormtrooper outfit, and he goes, "Tong!" And it's kind of like, startles you. Not because he's black, just because, like, you didn't know what to expect. But I was thinking it'd be funny if Officer Wilson is a big Star Wars fan and got real excited to watch that trailer. And then he's like, what's going to happen? And then, like, dun-dun! And, like, a young, strong black male pops up on his screen. Probably shoot his laptop, probably what happened. He probably went down the list, like, can I reach my nightstick? What, can I get to my mace? No, I guess I'll just shoot my computer. That's probably what happened.
Yeah, you make it funny. That's terrible what's going on. I don't know
It
why.
is terrible.
Yeah.
I don't know that he might think more about shooting his computer, actually. If he was weighing, he might be like, I don't know. I don't know if I got the receipt. He might think about it for a second. But we're not here to talk about Ferguson. We're here to talk about, what are we going to talk about? It's just a minefield.
Everything in this world is terrible. The world is falling apart. Has been since this president took office. If things got worse and worse. I don't care anything about new Star Wars. That don't make anything better.
A little better. Let me ask you this, though. Now, I ain't trying to come to Obama's defense.
Oh, please, don't let me.
But I just want to ask you a serious question. How much of the awful state of the world is President Barack Obama's fault? And how much of it would be just as shitty if Mitt Romney was president?
Well, it'd probably still be bad, yes. I don't know. I ain't seen a good president in years and years and years. I ain't seen no one worth voting for. I've seen people worth voting against. So I don't know. But he'd be a little better, probably. Maybe. I don't know.
It might be bad in different ways.
Well, that's true, too. Who knows? I don't know.
Let me ask you this, because we could have had 6 years of President McCain.
Well, I'm glad he's still around. I'll be honest. I'm glad he's still with us. But back in, that's what everybody kept saying. He's too old. He can't do this. And then everybody.
Yeah. Who's laughing now?
Yeah.
Old ass McCain.
Yeah, he's still around. He's
laughing in your face.
Yeah, he ain't going anywhere. He's there cause much trouble for what our current president as he can. And Mitt Romney he don't have a job, does he? I don't think. Mitt Romney, what's he do now?
Well, I think, number one, your job is to be a good Mormon.
Well, I ain't talking about that. That's fine. That's his belief.
And I think I don't understand LDS theology 100%, but I believe you get a sizable stipend.
Well, he don't need no stuff. He's doing fine. I know that.
Well, you're all the same in the eyes of the Lord. I'm pretty sure that the church, they got a lot of money. I think they give you like $1,500 a month.
He got enough money. If they do, he should give that back out to charity or something.
Oh, I'm sure he does.
Yeah,
I think they encourage you to do that. But it's just like, hey, we appreciate you being here.
Well, that's, usually the other way around. I give money to the church. It didn't my church give money to me. And I sound like communist church, but I ain't knocking anybody's religion. You all do what you want to do. That's fine with me. But I just saying, McCain's still able to work, do his job. He's still around, mouthing off and putting Obama down every time he can. But that's part of his job. Now, Mitt Romney, what a point I was saying about, he just does it for fun. He does it for free. But again, he don't need no money, so.
Wasn't they just a poll that said like a third or 2/3? I don't know. I could research. Of New Hampshire voters said they'd vote for Mitt Romney.
Yeah.
Like he keeps saying he ain't going to run.
People want him to. I don't particularly know
Why?
Well, I don't know. Who else is going to run? I guess is the point. Who else? Chris Christie Bridge blew up in his face. That's an attack conspiracy. Everybody going to have that in the head, whether it's true or not.
Let's run him down.
Now, we done it over and over again.
Christie.
Now,
Nope.
he's gone. He can't do it.
Conspiracy, Bridge, fat. Marco Rubio.
No.
Water, young, baby face, idiot.
Rand Paul, crazy.
Rand Paul crazy, but just imagine, Jackie, what if Hillary Clinton comes out and is like, well, we got to keep sending people war, and Rand Paul is like, I'm the Republican and I say no war, and then he gets anti-war. What if he builds a weird coalition?
Well, he's weird, so he going to weird people like him.
It will be a coalition, but this is a weird country. There's a lot of weird
Yes,
people
true.
in America.
I wouldn't be surprised. Weird takeover is from.
They ain't all weird in the same way. You got like libertarians and compound people.
Yeah.
You got racists and people who think they ain't being racist by being racist in another way.
Yeah.
You got gun people. You got anti-cop people. What if he could put a coalition together of people who pissed off about Ferguson and white people pissed off because they got to show their license at a DUI check? What if he could get them talking together? What if he could get all the assholes in America to vote for him? You gonna tell me that ain't a winning ticket? What if he could get people who think we peaceniks?
Peaceniks.
With people who isolationists, peaceniks, weird libertarians, cowboys, gun rights activists, and liberals, civil rights activists, the new Black Panthers.
Well, nowadays you got a point, because nowadays people just take anything. They sick of looking at everything. Mitt Romney we already seen. We're definitely sick of Obama. Hillary Clinton, we're sick of her. If Rand Paul's the only one out there that I ain't seen this, let's see what the hell this does. I ain't saying he'll be a good president, but who the hell knows?
What if Rand Paul backed away from cozying up to business like he'd been doing since he got in the Senate? What if he backed away from that and he shows up on a stump out in New Hampshire, Iowa, wearing an anonymous mask?
Ain't nobody gonna get elected by backing away from business.
No, you're
No,
absolutely right.
Ain't nobody. I know people say that all the time. Well, if he's in good bit, well, how the hell you think he got all that money to run for president? You can't take all that money and turn around and spit in the face. That ain't gonna happen.
So he ain't gonna do the fabled convergence of the Tea Party and Occupy Wall Street. Those will not be united under. First of all, he's not a uniter. He's not a leader. He is
He
a
never been to
weasel
me.
face.
Yeah.
Weird hair.
Yeah.
Like these ideas are floating around out there, but you gotta get
But
somebody
ain't
more
like they're
charismatic.
it ain't like they're his ideas.
No,
He
they're
just-
his daddy's idea. He just got his daddy's ideas.
Yeah, he take his daddy's ideas, take a few here, take a few there. It depends on where he's at, which ideas he's talking about. Eventually, all that's got to come together at some point, and it ain't gonna look right on him. I'm telling you right now.
It's like daddy runs a car lot, so people don't like you already because you're a car salesman. And then your son inherits the car lot, and he's a little worse in all respects. A little worse than somebody who was already pretty bad.
Well,
But he's got a car lot. But people just don't have the same confidence in that Mazda they did.
so in a sense, he really don't look all that new if you think about it, because he did look just like a daddy. We seen him, in my opinion, enough already. But he's fun to watch debate. Now I like him up there on stage.
Yeah,
you
that's
know,
always
that's
funny.
always fun. I mean, just for entertainment value, yeah, I like him, but he ain't gonna be president. He's wasting his time. But,
Can you imagine?
no, sir, it ain't gonna happen. So if Rand Paul's out, then he ain't anything new. I don't know if that's what everybody's scared. They're gonna see nothing new ever's gonna come around. Some people are tired of the two-party system. I want this, I want that. You know, I want to hear somebody. This ain't worked in a long time, is what people are saying.
Is a Tea Party sort of a third party? I mean, they are the spoiler. I mean, they are fucking shit up for the
Hey,
Republicans,
watch your mouth.
but they are Republicans.
They are and they ain't. Now, as Republicans who won't not, I don't know where I stand. I said some bad stuff about the Tea Party in the past. Not bad, but I'm just anybody dress up like that. My man Paul Bear and the Raiders. I can't stand it. I don't like dressing up.
R.I.P.
I can't take somebody seriously dressed up in, Benjamin Franklin. I just can't do it. It look
Not
like-
even Benjamin Franklin himself?
Well, in a picture or a movie, but not somebody walking down the street like that with a sign in the hand. No.
What
no.
if Benjamin Franklin showed up like Bewitched?
He ain't gonna show up like Bewitched. You're talking silly.
Would you be able to take him seriously if he was telling you jokes and
if
writing
they
an
were
almanac?
funny, I laugh at you. I'm gonna be laughing already because you dress like Benjamin Franklin a little bit, trying not to snicker too much. Mostly, more than that, just makes me feel awkward. I don't know how to talk to somebody. Every time we go to Cansburg or go one of them things and they
Yeah.
dressed up and acting like at that time and they say something to you, I don't know. Are you supposed to laugh? Are you supposed to say something back to them? I don't know.
I always just go, and
Well,
try to get out of there.
I
Then
don't
they
like
got
having conversation with people put on with me. I don't, if I know you putting on, then why am I going to waste my time? That's kind of how I feel about Rand Paul, too.
Are there Tea Party comedians?
I don't know. I'm sure they got conventions or something, and they got the comedians come out and.
Because I think a good, come out and do you stand-up act as Benjamin Franklin, tell some jokes like Benjamin Franklin would. Not a one-man show, per se, but more like if Benjamin Franklin were a stand-up comedian.
Well, he
doing
said-
crowd work.
Those sayings of his, now they ain't funny now, but back then people thought that was funny. Healthy, wealthy, wise, all that stuff people rolled in the aisles back in. But nowadays it just seems, more quaint than anything else. I mean, there's truth to them, or limericks, whatever they are, he says. But back in the day, I guess people thought he's funny, Not because how he dressed, because everybody dressed that way, but like now it's changed, see, like time passes and what he said back then was funny is not funny, and his clothes weren't funny, but now his clothes are funny and what he said aren't funny. If everything just flip-flop backwards. History's a strange thing.
We should start a history podcast. I think we'd be real good at it.
History, what do you mean?
We just pick out like today's we're talking about Benjamin Franklin, and then you just say what you said. Well, used to what he said was funny, but his clothes were not funny.
Yeah.
Then nowadays his clothes real funny, and what he said is kind of boring. He's been Red State Update History Podcast. Where you give people a little
If it's that
taste.
short, I'd rather do that. If you just say something like what is that drink you drink? You open up Snapple. You learn something on the cap. That's about as much as
I wonder if Snapple has a podcast.
What would Snapple do on here? Same thing.
I guess. I mean, if Snapple, when you say what would Snapple do on here, do you mean like somebody in a big bottle costume with a voice?
No, I don't mean. No, I just don't. Why would they? Drink have a podcast? Don't make any sense to me.
Podcast. Maybe they would just got like a third. Like on the radio, there's two guys and they got a third, like a woman who reads the news or whatever. Like, how was your weekend, Kelly? And she's like, well, it was pretty good. Like, I'll bet. You need that third person to really give it to them good. Like, if we had Snapple on here, we'd be like, hey, Snapple, what you doing, sitting over there pulling your pud? Snapple would be like, what? Like, shut up. It's been the Red State Update History Podcast.
Well, that's sure enough too. I don't mind that. They just asked Snapple, we're going to read the bottle cap now. And that's the history. That's it. Brought to you by Snapple. And I say that makes sense if it's sponsored.
$25.
Back in the day, there would be one TV show sponsored by one thing. General Electric brought you, this whole show or whatever, something, play, whatever they did back in.
Yeah, I can't even tell.
I didn't like it back in either.
I'd like to, that is a good podcast. And Snapple, if you're listening, we'd like to get cut in on this deal, but just a Snapple podcast, somebody reads a bottle cap. Snapple Bottle Cap Podcast. Bottlecast Podcast.
What?
The Snapple Bottlecast Podcast.
All right.
Podcast Bottlecast.
Don't make any
The
sense to
Snapple
me.
Podcast Bottlecast, featuring history by Jackie Bros and Dunlap. And he would say, come here, Snapple, we got to get that bottle cap off you. This is a tough one. Give me a hand here, Jackie. Try to get it off.
Yeah. Sometimes they get stuck on there. I can usually get them open, though, yeah.
I
don't know the kind of Snapple I like the tea kinds. I like a tea. I don't like the colored ones. I just like the tea. The brown kind. I don't like red color, yellow color, any of that. I just like tea, peach tea, regular tea, Snapple. That's all I like.
That's perfect. You did a little talk about the Snapple you like. We do that. Get the bottle cap off. We got to find ways to pad this out. 2 or 3 minutes of us trying to get the bottle cap off. Then you talking about the kind of Snapples you like. And then we read the history.
And Snapple
a
ain't
short discussion.
ain't gonna get behind that because they tell you right now, if you sit there and give them this idea, they'd say, well, why is it hard to get the bottle cap off? You're telling our customers that you can't open our product and drink it like you want to. They ain't gonna like that. You're gonna have to change that right off the bat.
Okay, well, what if we get it comes off super easy, so you can get right to drinking.
Yeah, sometimes it happens in real life. You open it, you think it's gonna be hard, and you twist it, and it's barely on there, and it falls off on the ground.
Make you feel good though, like I'm strong.
Yeah, just make me have to hunch over and pick it up.
But we get the bottle cap off real fast, and then maybe we spend a second talking about how easy it was to get the bottle cap off.
Well, yeah, they might. Yeah.
How it just come right off.
Well, you'd have to drink some of it too, passing around. Everybody,
yeah,
that's
sure,
good.
well, sure.
Good peach. I like peach tea is what I like. That, and I think I don't like I said, don't like lemonade, fruit punch, different colors ones, but I like I just put the brown ones, the tea. I like it.
I wish I had some Snapple in here now.
I drink one of them. I think we out right now.
Snapple man ain't been by.
Not this. No, he's due Monday. So
Well, when he comes in on Monday, run this idea by him.
Well, I don't know if he's got any say so or anything. He just delivers us. Who's he gonna tell? He don't even know. He ain't very friendly either. Nothing against Snapple. Just he just. I said, well, I need some more of this. When he go back there, puts it on the cooler. So I wouldn't want.
He sounds like an asshole.
Well, hey, he don't have to say it that way, but yeah, he just to himself or whatever. I don't know. Not happy doing what he does, because he comes in all grumpy, and I mean he gets the job done. I ain't got no complaints, but he ain't there to talk, And then you got Frito-Lay man. He'll have a good conversation with you. He'll talk to you about anything. He'll get to the point where he's got. Well, I'm already late to get down to.
Hey, he will. The Frito-Lay man will talk your damn ear off.
Well, I mean, sometimes it gets going a little too much, but at least it's friendly. I like saying, it's nice to see. He come in and say, hey, Jackie, how you doing? How's everybody doing? But I'm just saying, Snapple man, don't say a word. Just go back there, get a piece of paper he wants to get, see what he needs to bring or what he's supposed to bring next time or whatever,
What a son of a bitch.
Well, hey, you don't have to say it that way. He just grumpy.
What do you think's gone wrong in his life?
It ain't my business. I don't know. Some people like that. I don't see the point of going through life miserable like that. If you don't like your job, find another one.
Why don't we go down there and steal his Christmas tree and take it over to the Christmas cottage?
I ain't going to steal anybody's tree, any kind of Christmas tree, anything.
Not even the Grumpy Snapple Man?
No, I ain't gonna grumpy Snapple Man. I'm not gonna. No, nobody. Why you gonna make him more grumpy? As far as I know, everything's fine, and he's that miserable. So if I go over and take something out of his house, it's gonna be worse the next 2 weeks. I ain't gonna make it any worse for myself.
Yeah, but when you can say, "What's the matter? You grumpier than usual, Grumpy Snapple Man?" And he'd be like, and you'd know, and that's where you get your pleasure.
No, I don't get no pleasure from him, no how. No.
Revenge.
I don't get no pleasure making it. It ain't no reason to revenge. He ain't done me wrong. He just grumpy. It ain't like he come here and tore up or hurt some member of my family or something. You know, it ain't revenge. He just a miserable old fella, you know.
We got to get him back.
No, it ain't nothing to get him back for. At this point, I don't want to talk. Wait, you just going to make it worse.
He's coming in Monday. Okay, I'm going to hide behind the dumpster.
Oh, hell.
And when he gets out of his van and goes in the store, I'm going to take this knife. I got it on me. Hold on.
What?
Look at this knife
Put
I
that
found.
knife down. That's illegal. That's bigger than it's supposed to be
It's
right
just
there.
a butcher knife, but I strap it to my leg. But I ain't figured out how it cuts. I ain't figured out how you're supposed to keep it from cutting your leg when you
That ain't
strap
a
it
knife
on.
you're supposed to have on.
Well, you need protection in this day and age,
Well,
and you may need to gouge somebody's tires, and that's what I'm going to do to the
No,
Snapple.
you are
the
not.
Grumpy Snapple Man's
You
Grumpy
are
Snapple
not.
van. I'm going to stick this knife in every one of his tires for being mean to you, Jackie, because you're
do-
my friend.
Well, you
And
do
when he-
that, I'll get on the police, turn you in quicker as can be.
Well, I got a knife on me, so let him come.
All right. You don't have to have a knife these days for him to shoot you, you know.
I took some what I did was I taped some newspaper to my leg, several layers of it, to sort of make a knife shield. And then I taped the knife to that. But the knife keeps going through. My problem is the knife keeps going through these layers of newspaper, too. And then it gets to my leg. So I don't know how you're supposed to strap a big butcher knife to your leg.
You ain't supposed to strap a big butcher knife to your leg, period.
I
You
guess I
ain't-
should watch a YouTube video or something.
Oh, YouTube video. It don't make any sense. You don't need no knives. You don't need to have knives on you. You won't get hurt. No, even if you had the right kind of knife you're supposed to have on you and everything, saber, whatever, you gonna hurt yourself.
Have you got a saber?
No, I ain't got no saber. I never understood having those. People don't have. I mean, some people like having that because of Civil War or whatever, that sort of thing. Have it up over the hearth or, you know, on the wall somewhere. But then you get these younger people want one of them swords, Japanese swords.
Throwing stars.
That's silly to me. Why did anybody want that? It don't make any sense. Nobody uses that anymore.
Nobody uses swords, period.
I know.
That's why they're so awesome to have hidden on your person, the element
No,
of
it
surprise.
ain't. It ain't. Back then, swords were awful. That's what people are all about gun control. Guns, somebody gets shot, what happens? They fall down the ground. Now, if you shoot somebody in the head, it's a mess and, you know, different places. But for the most part, you shoot them, they fall down, bleed out a little bit. Sword back in, they're a lot more violent. Cut legs, arms, heads off, everything else. Everybody has swords. So I'll take guns over that, thank you. Guns also more effective than a sword if you is in a position of self-defense.
Not if you are super good with a sword.
No, it ain't.
There are
Nobody's
lots of-
super good with a sword except in the movies now.
There are so many excellent swordsmen who
Oh,
prefer to have a sword because they are more effective than a gun.
Well,
A sword, if you are I'm talking like
you got to be in shape and everything else. To a sword, you got to know how to jump and flip and all that
Exactly.
crazy mess. But a gun, a big fat person like yourself could pull it out of the holster and pull the trigger. That's what I'm saying. It's more effective.
it is better for fat people. Guns are better, much better for big.
They're better
fat
for
people.
everybody. It don't matter who you are. They gonna. If you come at me with a sword, and I got a gun,
You on the ground.
no, I ain't on the ground. You are.
You ever seen Three Musketeers? Zorro?
Oh, hell. I know Zorro. Yeah, back then they had big rifles, everything else. When Zorro was going on, you may have a chance here. The big rifle, pulling it up and having to reload it, all that stuff. Nowadays, you got a revolver, you got a pistol or something. Zorro, I'm sorry. I know he's very talented. I know he can do a lot of stuff. All that flipping and jumping and real good at sword fighting. But if I got a pistol and I know it's Zorro, I'm going to shoot him as quick as I can. I don't want him to get near me.
What if you don't know he's Zorro? What if he's in disguise?
I'm going to know how is he in disguise? He got a mask and a black hat. I know what Zorro looks like.
Maybe he's wearing a different kind of hat.
Oh. Zorro, I know who it is.
I think you are seriously underestimating the amount of talented sword fighters in the world today.
Man, they doing it for the movies or something, TV or something else, because nobody I know personally is good with a sword, because nobody uses them anymore.
You got your sword out and you are a good sword fighter, and somebody shoots you, you do a flip over the bullet, land, like hit them in the face with the sword, they go, ow, and then stab them.
The only person I know something good, Dale Billings, can do that bow hunting. So he knows how Robin Hood, he can do that stuff. That's the only old thing I know somebody can do good.
But he ain't doing Robin Hood. He ain't bow hunting people.
No, he ain't bow hunting people. No, but nobody should. If the police...
The most dangerous game.
What? The police have guns, not bow and arrows. I'm saying he does something old. Dale Billings goes hunting. He flies off to Arkansas, drives down there every summer, shoots hogs.
Well, I think if he wanted to be a real man, he'd probably try to get a hog with a sword.
Well,
it seems a little unfair because hog can't hold a sword. So you having a sword fight.
They fast though. It's not.
They fast and got them big.
You get one of them bow and arrows and draw back on it, see if you can hit one of them hogs. I doubt you'd come back, hit you in the face, tear you up, everything else. I'm saying old stuff people ain't good at anymore. It's very select few people who do any of that stuff. And it's a hobby. It ain't for a profession.
Well, when I get good with this knife, I'm going to turn that into a profession.
You ain't ever going to be good at that knife unless you chopping onions or something, making chili.
Well, if you need me to, I got a knife on me. You need me to chop something up?
No, I got my own knives. Thank you. I don't want to use a knife.
Well, this one's right here.
It's been taped to your leg is unsanitary.
No.
Yeah.
My leg is clean. I wash it every day. Just let me know, Jackie. I'm offering. I got a knife right here. Ow, fuck.
See?
God dang it.
How
much newspaper do you have to put on your leg to keep the knife?
The knife don't go on your leg. A butcher knife like that goes in the kitchen. That's the only in a drawer. That's the only place it belongs, not on your damn leg.
Okay, yes, keeping a butcher knife in a drawer is good for the element of surprise if you're in a fight, if you're next to the drawer. But what if I'm across town and get in a fight with somebody and need my knife? I can't say wait here and then drive back to the kitchen.
Well, if you reach down to try to get that one, you're liable to cut your own damn foot off.
That is a problem. But
Yep.
I just need to train more, like Yoda. I need Yoda. I need to run around with Yoda on my back.
Yoda, Star Wars. Enough Star Wars. I don't care anything about Star Wars. I don't want to talk about Star Wars.
You gonna tell me Luke Skywalker ain't got a damn knife taped to his leg in that swamp?
He's got the sword. He's got a sword. He don't need no knife. He got the laser sword. The shiny, look like candy or whatever.
Look like candy.
It's colors like pink and blue or whatever. I don't know.
It is. The lightsabers are the colors of cotton candy.
Yeah.
Well, that was George Lucas.
Well, because he knew he made something for little kids. That's for little children. That's what I don't understand. Everybody getting on the computer looking at, look at this. I guess because you was a youngin' when it come on. I don't know why.
Also, George Lucas loves cotton candy.
Everybody like cotton candy for all I know. Cotton candy is good. That ain't an excuse to do nothing.
Anything else you want to say about Ferguson?
I don't have anything to say about that. It's awful. I don't know.
And nothing else about Star Wars.
No, I ain't got nothing else to say about Star Wars. It's awful too, but not the same way as Ferguson. Completely different.
What are the similarities?
There are no similarities except for the fact that I don't want to talk about either one. There are zero similarities. I ain't saying they're anything alike. I went out of my way to stress that.
You want me to show you this Star Wars trailer real fast?
No, I don't want to see it.
It's pretty good. He's
I don't care
Black
anything about it. It ain't gonna
Stormtrooper.
be
Probably he's in disguise. And then there's robot droid ball.
None of that makes any sense to me. It's all the same. Droids,
Saving
robots.
Private Ryan stormtroopers.
What?
Look like they landing on the beach.
Oh.
And then there's a woman on the popsicle ship.
Where's there a beach in space?
And then there's where is there a beach in space? There's got to be a movie called Space Beach.
Oh, yeah. Put on your headphones. Oh, yeah. Put on your headphones. Oh, yeah. Put on your headphones. Yeah, this tape is drunk. This tape is drunk.
Holtzclaw's new album, This Tape is Drunk, now available at CD Baby, iTunes, Amazon, and elsewhere.